Welcome to Gravely Mistaken, where everything is unexplained and unedited.
Woo! Okay, sorry, I thought I heard something. So, we left off with the Great Kahuna. The Great Kahuna.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Of many.
Of many. So, essentially, the Great Kahuna is a slightly bigger man. Probably
Dad
in
bod.
his...
He's got a dad bod.
Oh, he has excelled past the dad bod.
He's got a nice dad bod.
No, he's beyond the dad bod. He's probably clocking in at a good 250 pounds. Hardy. He wears these bright orange, they basically look like giant cooking robes with a giant, I'm talking like a good foot tall chef's hat. All burnt orange. And so he is the leader. He's the leader of the entire church, followers of the deity to Paula, along with Paula, the goddess of stews and soups,
and salads.
I will let everyone just start actually realizing the euphemism, I guess I would say, for Paula is.
Butter.
So the Great Kahuna is leading, or is about to leave, the 100 or so people in prayer. So you got various people. Some people are wearing jackets that have like the burnt orange on it. A couple people just in normal clothes, but there's a good over 100 people in there.
Sly is sitting off to in the back, just kind of polishing her nails. Doesn't actually want to be here. And you can tell on her face, she's her green eyes are kind of half sleepy. She doesn't want to be here. She's just kind of waiting for sanctuary for war crimes. And a mild amount of war crimes.
And Ronnie is just sitting down wondering when they're bringing the food out because that's all she cares about.
So what's the inside of the temple look like, Sarah?
The inside temple? Well, basically, the Catholic Church, wooden picnic benches that are half picnic benches, so they all face the front. In the front, there's a giant black cauldron about 5 feet around, about 3 feet deep. I mean, it's a huge cauldron. Underneath is a fire going, and there is today's stew on the inside. It is beef vegetable today. And you can just faintly smell because at the front, yes, they do have that cauldron, but behind it, you have 2 curtained off doorways. And you can clearly smell bread baking from beyond the curtains, and you know for a fact the kitchen is back there. Beyond the kitchen leads to a door, and I mean, when I say kitchen, it's stuff like a giant, big, nice kitchen. Based, ovens, dish sinks, think medieval levels, but I mean, it is all there. Beyond that, outside, you can, as soon as you step out the door, you can see the giant mountain with all the little streams that lead into one nice little river that leads all the way down, and it circles around this nice little, stone figure. And it's ironic, nobody really knows why, but it's a stone statue, that's very, very old. It's centuries old, of a giant. Now, the statue itself is only 5 feet tall, but you can clearly tell it was designed after one of the old giants of the old days. Nobody knows why it's there, but it's there. We kind of took over the temple from somebody else, and we've just been living there. Kind of like a foreclosure.
So where's Leland at?
Leland is front row.
The fuck we get to eat
Yes.
is with Sly
When it
yells.
is done cooking.
Sly yells from the background, someone reaches over and yanks on her antlers.
You see Sensei Sushi glare at you. He's one of the high priests of the temple. Right underneath the Great Kahuna.
I wasn't here for sanctuary. For my alleged crimes, I wouldn't be here.
Then before we kick you out, maybe you should behave.
It's food time.
Let's see. So, the Greek kahuna has ended the prayer, begrudgingly
God.
through interruptions.
Oh, thank God. Sly says in the background, like, sighing.
Harry just rolls her eyes at Sly.
So he finishes his prayer of thanksgiving. Sensei Sushi, with his... He has a white chef's clothes underneath, but white chef's clothes, but a orange overcoat, just as a symbol of his station. And Mother Margarita sitting on the opposite side, just keeping an eye out on everybody, kind of like the matronly motherly figure. And yes, I said Mother Margarita. We're going there.
Me getting turned.
She has a slight problem.
Me getting turned in this club, fam.
Hey, I told you this is gonna be a different religion unlike you've ever heard.
Sly says.
And the reason why they're named that is because when they are to become basically like a priest or a like nunly figure here, you have to specialize in a certain dish that nobody else specializes in currently. And let's just say she just went with where her heart and taste buds went. And so did Sensei Sushi. And I'll explain the Great Kahunas. Well, he's called the Great Kahuna. Let's just say he got his position by studying all of the islander dishes. Because I just realized why it doesn't exist in medieval times here. Let's see. Yes, so he walks up. Sensei Sushi walks up with his flowing orange robe behind him. And he, because he's a bit older, not too older, but he's probably about 60s. He's about early 60s. And so he walks up there with his giant armored spork. When you become a priest or a nun for this religion, you actually receive an armored spork. Because they believe in defend the food at all costs. Even against hungry foos in the back. Staring at you, babe. So he goes to lead the people in a song. Now, I want pick up your dice.
Jesus. Which
so
dice?
Roll, just the D20. And I just want you to roll. Okay, so... Nice. Okay, 17. You roll 17.
Yep, I rolled a 17.
And you'd rolled... Sorry, I just figured it out from my notes. And then I rolled... Okay. We in luck today, I'll tell you that much. So there you go. So, bards, the bards of our little group, will come forward to play an instrument. Which instrument would you like to be playing?
Y'all got like a triangle or something?
Woman, you're a bard. You carry instruments with you.
You got a triangle or something? Sly's like, I'm not good at anything. Oh, like, at all. I'm not a bard. Not a war criminal.
Roddy's smirking and trying to hold back her laughter.
Leland, seeing the obvious calluses on her fingers that say, duh, you're a bard, hands her a lute and pulls another one out of her bag because she carves up so many of those. No. Play it real. And that's when Sensei Sushi says, well, we all know the food cooks faster under greater music. So, AKA, play nice or you won't eat. Because, by the way, this religion only eats once a day. So this meal is everything. It's the best meal you will ever eat, but they do only eat a single meal a day.
Can I look in the pot and see what we're having? I'm technically gluten-free.
I just told you.
I don't remember, because I was...
It's a beef stew.
Oh,
with
it's beef
vegetables.
stew?
Beef
Yeah, I'll
vegetable
eat that.
So, Yeah, so they only do eat once a day.
Okay.
And by the way, because I will point this out, if you have any questions about anything that's symbolic or like...
we're going to have to roll for intel rolls.
No. Well, you can ask, because we're going to pretend that all that knowledge is foreknowledge. It's all in your memory, you just got to pull it out.
Okay, let me, I'm not so good with the loot fam. If I were to be a bard, and she's just kind of like doing the hands, like, I'm not a bard. But if I were, I'm not good at the flute.
What are you good at then? As you try to look it up on your phone. This is what happens in the middle of D&D. What was I at? What am I good at? What are my faults? I don't know anymore.
Honestly,
Who am I married to? Your cousin? How did that happen?
Features and traits. Oh, I'm good at the viol. The viol.
Viola?
Yeah.
We'll take it.
It's kind of like the weird fiddle thing. You got a lyre, I'm good at that. But lute is like the thing I'm least good at, though. So if you could just like...
And Sister Margarita's younger sister comes up to join you guys with the musical instruments.
What's she
Sister
look like?
Salsa.
What's she look like?
Sister Salsa. Sister
Please tell me she's
Margarita is literally the New Jersey wife that has a wine glass in her hand at all times.
I love Sister
But she
Margaret.
has like a pretty decent personality, just not after the 5th margarita.
I'm gonna...
Which happens normally around 11 a.m. Let's see. So Sister Salsa, ironically got named Sister Salsa. She was like bright red hair, tons of freckles all over her face. Like, tons of freckles.
How old is she?
More freckles than skin can be seen. She is about 15. So,
Okay.
because you guys would know the people at this church, so basically
I wouldn't, but...
short background is Sister Salsa, like many people who have been donated to the church.
Not for reasons that are unsavory.
No, it's just like, I think medieval times, many times, and this happened even in America pretty late into our history, where you can't feed all your kids. Well, if you donate them to this church, they get fed once a day, an incredible meal. They're safe and they're sheltered. So if you got 6 kids and you can't feed them all, maybe it's time for the eldest to pop off to the convent,
Okay, so like...
So it's nothing like, it is nothing unsavory. It's just, it's many times parents who can't feed their kids. And the kids don't have to like completely dedicate their lives to the church.
Okay.
They can choose to leave.
Okay, so what Sly is like, do you have a particular tune you want me to like play or like?
Sensei Sushi, he comes up and he's about to start them all in a chant. And for all of your sakes tonight, we shall not start that song tonight. Although I do have all the lyrics written down and edited for Paula. I do. We will get to that one later. Because this church is into chants and cutlery for some reason. And part of the way through the song,
What song am I singing? Like, can I roll to see how well I'm playing this
go
song
for it.
off
I
the
will
top?
roll 2 for Leland. I got a 1, so I am like...
I got a 7. So
I'm gonna roll for Sister Salsa. Come on, bring it up. She got a 9, so we're like barely passing at like the minimal level deemed socially acceptable.
So
I'm-
Ronnie is back there howling with laughter at their display.
So, Sly is up there in, like, her red, like, leather, like, edgy clothing, and just, like, I'm talking, like, full-on Skrillex song. It's awful. She's just, like...
You got a 6, I got a 1. What's coming out of my instrument?
There is no instrument.
With the picture of
blew
the...
up.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. I put a little too much Spitfire, literally, into it, and it just burned up immediately. I'm like, I'll just hold my hands here and pretend.
And I'm talking, like, the head bobbing as we're doing it.
So
and
your
she
violin basically sounds like the song "The Devil Went Down to Georgia."
Yeah.
That
But
really like
Horrible
screechy.
screech.
And she just turns over to Leland and says, I told you I'm not an actual bard. I'm a bard of the College of Whispers.
Well, apparently you're doing better than I am.
Saw.
And so halfway through the song, the chapel door at the back is thrown open, and there are about 8 adventurers all standing there.
Well, don't describe them as Avengers. Describe them as people. Quick question. What y'all here for? Like, she just kind of, like, still sawing away at this, like, god-awful music. And she just kind of pauses. You can see on her face, like, it changes, like the blood rushes out of Sly's face as she saws. And she's like, what y'all here for? And she just kind of, like, unconsciously takes a step back as she saws.
Okay, so everybody roll for perception to see our 8 adventurers that have, like, kicked down the door. You got a 9?
A 6.
Let me see what I rolled
That's
for
a 6.
6. I got an 18. I have saving grace. 11.
Let me see what I got with my
Wait, that's the wrong die.
Honey, that's the wrong dice.
Oh my god, what?
You've been rolling up.
No wonder you got
1. I question everything. 16. Okay.
Plus 2 with my bonus.
Yeah, so 18, 20. Lord help you.
Oh no.
So our 8 people, our 8 adventurers. The first one is a human. He is obviously a paladin with the ginormous shiny armor. Like, you seriously wonder how a tiny man, not even that tiny, he's like 5'11", yet his armor makes him dwarfed into his armor. Like, you just wonder how he can step, move, breathe, anything.
Okay.
And he's got shiny silver armor too. Standing next to him is a lizard person. The color of, like, dark burnt bricks with a whip and a shield. So this is an interesting combo. Next to her is a wizard, obviously, with the staff and the cloaks. Basically looks like the wizards from Wizard 101. Super generic. I like to keep them generic. And then a feisty gnome more or less stands next to him with an axe, and it's a female gnome. And when I say feisty, I mean she's gnomes tend to be a little bit on that green side, a little bit. She looks red. Like, she's ready to go off. She's on her 3rd divorce and about ready to key his car.
Nice.
Let's see, next to our gnome is a troll. Huge. I'm talking, well, technically amongst trolls, he's actually on the smaller side. He's only like 12 feet tall.
Okay.
So he is a bit more on the narrower side rather than the bulky. And he has a giant spiked club that he holds. Our 6th adventure is a shapeshifter dressed in furs. One of our beautiful little shapeshifters. Currently holding a human form. Our 7th is, one after my own heart. I'm not gonna lie, I pulled a DM move. I pulled in one of my oldest characters ever known to man. Well, my oldest Dungeons and Dragons character, Bob the Blob. Literally a floating blob, a floating green blob. Yep, with a face. He has a face. But it's Bob.
Okay.
And 8 is a half human, half spider. So, like, if you ever see, like, the arachnids, like the human half top, that's basically our 8th person. That's a little terrifying. About 7 feet tall, and she has armor on her chest and her claws. So those are her primary weapons, her armor and her claws.
Yeah.
So, and the leader, obviously standing in the front, who I will tell you his name, Keith.
Does he have a name badge that says Keith?
No, just ridiculous armor. Keith, our paladin, proudly declares, "We are here to stop you. What you gonna do now?"
Ronnie kind of
Wait,
glares
wait.
at them because they want to steal her food, and she goes,
No,
it's
no,
mine."
no. Okay. Give me a sec. So Sly walks over, and I'm trying to find my charisma points. But
You better talk fast because
Okay.
they're here to stop you.
here, give me a sec.
Got until 5.
Okay. Well, I'm new to this. Like, give me a second to freaking try to. You go for here. Roll for initiative.
Initiative? Okay.
Roll for initiative using your G. Can you roll for me?
10.
Oh, I got a 10. I got it.
10. Got 2 10s here.
Roll
We
for
got 50% effort.
For
For my initiative, I got a 17. Man, I am pulling this crew up. I have the most amount of HP points, and this is. Hey, at least I'm finally not being a gnome that's thrown around. Long story on that one. Like every episode, I was thrown. It was ridiculous, if not numerous times in a single episode. And yes, there's a whole D&D page dedicated to gnome throwing because enough people did it.
Okay, I have a +3 to charisma.
Okay, so at this point, they've kind of fanned out. So
Wait. Okay, you go first.
So basically, the Great Kahuna, Mother Margarita, and Sensei Sushi, they are currently dealing with, let's see, who are they going to deal with? They're going to deal with the gnome with, well, I'll tell you what, I'll be nice. I'll let you guys choose who you want to fight, and then I'll let them take care of the people who you don't want to fight.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna fight at all. I'm going to cast. Sly's been in this situation before, in more ways than one. So, Sly just kind of like walks up to Keith, you know, a good distance away, and just kind of, you know, she's not terrified, more frustrated than anything else, you know, fist gripped, all this other jazz. And rolls, says, well, aren't you looking for like a trader or something? How do you know like this is the place to go? And as she speaks, you can almost like see the shimmer of words. Are you sure this is where you want to be? And you can like almost perceive it as it goes, and it wraps around.
Is she trying to manipulate him?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
casting,
so
I'm casting words of terror.
So I'm gonna.
It's supposed to make him. How do you know that one of your little companions there isn't the one you're actually looking for? And she kind of just like takes a step back.
Well, me as the DM, you know, representing him, rolled a 15, and so I need you to roll the
Wrong dice.
No, I'm on the wrong
No,
dice.
she was
Oh,
on
she's
the
on the wrong dice.
Okay, I have a +3.
20.
So I have a 23.
So what I'll do is
Here's
I'll
what
let
the
it
spell
work.
does.
That's
Here's-
fine.
It increases paranoia
That's fine.
among people.
So what I'll do is I'll kind of, just because it was kind of both high rolls, I'll let it work as almost like a truth serum. Like he's not gonna fight you, but he's gonna tell you why he's there. Because now he's scared. He's like, well, we were told chanting brings apocalypse. That's not good. Wes, we see you over there doing a victor dance about this roll. So, you guys were bringing in the apocalypse, chanting. That's rituals, bad rituals.
And Sly just kind of looks at him. No one has ever said that. You country bumpkin-looking son of a bitch.
Okay. So, okay, that's happening over there. What are you doing?
That is a very good question. I just kind of charged in. Because I'm like, it's my food, I'm not sharing.
Are you literally standing in front of the giant cauldron, wielding your weapons, ready to defend that thing at all costs? Forget the people. The 100 people in there can die. The men, women, children, they can all die. But don't come close to that beef vegetable stew.
Pretty much, because my weakness is
Show
food.
don't tell to describe things. Come on now.
Oh, come on. Okay, so because I'm gonna match people up. So so you're standing in front of the giant cauldron.
Yeah.
Okay. Leland. Leland tells, she says, everybody get back behind into the kitchen, escape through the back ways. And she steps forward with her, she pulls out her horn. She's going to get the big boys out. She's going to pull out her horn, and these are her weapons. Yes, I know. Actually, wait, no, I made a mistake. Sorry, my bad. Okay, I actually pull out my rapier. I thought about using the horn magic, but no, we're gonna save that for another day because we're not doing that first episode. So I pull out my rapiers and I go to attack because the gnome looks like she's about ready to take off one of our congregational's heads already. So currently, what is your character's name?
Sly.
Sly is distracting Keith. Good job. You are dealing with 2 people coming at you. You are dealing with, I named her Vicky. Vicky, our lizard person.
Okay.
And you are in also the Puth, the troll. So you're going to have to deal with a lizard person and a troll who are trying to take you out.
Okay.
And my character is now having to deal with the shapeshifter and the half-human, half-spider arachnid. And Bob is more or less a cheerleader on the side, shouting out helpful hints or really not so helpful hints. Just kind of depends on, what he sees.
Yeah.
Literally a cheerleader. That is all Bob is. He cannot do anything but talk and float everywhere, and he's unkillable. So that's Bob. The most useless character in all of existence. So let's go back over to Sly. Sly, how are you working on Keith?
Good. Good. It's going good. She's just like, she's just kind of like with her hands on her hips, kind of like rubbing the bridge of her nose with one hand. Because, really, why are these people in their house? And as she starts to cast the spell again, says, well, technically it could be that scary gnome lady that's starting this. Maybe she wants to. I know I don't want to. I'm just here, for sanctuary and crap.
I'm gonna roll.
I have a 7 plus 3, so we're at a stalemate.
Okay. So
I have a
he looks at you very confused. He's understanding what you're saying, and he's still kind of under your spell, but he's like, but I recruited the gnome. I recruited Nictic, which is the gnome's name, Nictic. I recruited Nictic to come defeat the people who were trying to cause the apocalypse to start through their chanting magic. Okay, we're gonna switch because, that's all working out. We're gonna switch over to you. Okay, so I'll let you get in the first attack because you gotta deal two people.
Okay. At 12.
12. And they're gonna have, because this is first episode, I don't want to quite kill everyone off yet. So
yeah.
They are gonna have about 15 health each. So you hit, which one were you aiming for and what did you do?
I was aiming for the troll, trying to cut his tendons in his legs.
So you dive down, try to,
Yep. If you can keep them from walking, you can kill them off easier.
So, with a 12, let's see, yes, so your move was mostly successful. So he's down to 8 life points.
Okay.
And now I get to roll to hit you. 8. Yeah. How much you have?
I think I was
18?
at 18. Yeah.
So basically, through mathematics, that basically means you're down to 16 because my attack was very sad. So now we're gonna let you go again just to deal with your other person. So roll.
8.
So you have how did you attack the lizard person?
A lizard person, I was trying to, kind of go for one of her arms, so that way she can,
Kind of
like,
yeah, your sword kind of hit, kind of slashed off. Very thick skin. It happens.
yeah.
So now this person is down to 12 health points.
Okay.
And she gets to attack you back. So she goes, and she has her whip. And she's trying to whip it down on you, and so I got a 14. So basically that means, because we don't do direct subtraction, so basically she got you pretty good. So I mean, you're down to like an 8
Okay.
at this point. Now, wait, hang on. Oh, Leland, I forgot my character. Leland's doing stuff. So, Leland at this point is, trying to take care of the shapeshifter and the half human, half spider, which is massively scary.
Pulls out the bagpipe and whacks it along the head.
If my health points get low enough, I will pull out the bagpipes and put holy flames of fire on them. If I have to, so spider has 20, and the shapeshifter has. Oh, geez, I'm gonna push myself on this one. I may not make it past today's episode. Just want to point that out for you guys. We're gonna see how this goes. So Leland goes with her short sword, and she tries to throw it. She's just we don't even want to get close to these things because she's trying to protect the people as they run out of the church. So she throws her sword at the spider person, our arachnid friend. Well, that didn't go well. Took off like.
Is that a 6 or a 9?
That's a 6.
Oh, that's a 6.
So that arachnid now is at 19 health points, and the arachnid gets to attack. Here, you roll for attacking for the arachnid. I am not letting you roll anymore. And so my 24, that basically means your hand. Okay, so I'm gonna let that be that one turn, so then it's your turn to deal with Keith.
Sly, at this point, has just realized the spell she has is slowly losing hold, so she has a crossbow, stuck to her back for, emergencies, and she pulls out this, redwood crossbow while trying to maintain eye contact, reaches over her back, yanks it over, slowly loading the bolt. And
You rolled a 12.
12. Let me see what it is with my strength modifier. Well, no, it's just 12 because I don't have a strength because it's a ranged weapon. And she just lets this bolt fly. Does it hit?
And who was she aiming at?
Keith.
Oh, Keith. Okay.
And
At that
now,
distance, I mean, I gotta.
they're close range in relative.
I mean, it was a low roll, but I mean, I can't. You can't shoot somebody from here and miss. It's a little 3 inches away. Is a little hard to miss there, no matter how low you roll. So what I'll do is it hits, but right as you release, something happened to your trigger, so it didn't go in as nearly as much as it should have. So it's only in him 2.5, 3 inches.
Sly's
Obviously now.
eyes kind of get really big.
And here's the thing, because you did that, Keith has now completely come out underneath your spell and now realizes what is happening, and he's gonna bring his sword up as this thing, as this crossbow is in his stomach.
Can I re-roll to put on? No, that would be next turn.
Yeah, that ain't how. No. So we got 15, and how much health does your character have again?
18.
18. So we roll. So you're down to 15 health points. And Keith is now down to about. He was originally a 15er, so he's now down to 13. Let's see. Back over to you.
Oh, yay. So,
How are you gonna try to take down your lizard person in trouble?
well, I'm trying to cut off her whip hand, like her dominant hand, so that she can't use her whip. Because that is a very smart move, in my opinion. Yeah, go for it. A 9. Oh my goodness.
Down to 10 health points. So at this point, I mean, you've just made cuts on her wrist. So now it's just sore.
Well, don't lizard people have very thick skin?
Yeah, so I mean, it's a good thing you're making cuts, but it's just kind of shallow. And she's gonna go to attack you. Roll the 16.
Am I dead? Did I just
Almost.
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 Oh my goodness.
So you're actually at 2. So, yeah, you may want to attack the troll.
And I got a 4.
So he's down to 6, and so so what he did was he was trying to like swing his giant club, and he bruised your arm, but I mean he actually kind of missed. He swung a little on the wide side. So you're actually, oh crap, but it was enough to do you in. So you're at 0 currently, so you need to make a life-saving throw.
Make saving throw.
What do you need to make a life-saving throw in order to survive, Faith?
Let me go to your sheet.
I don't know.
Do. Life saving throws.
Wait, hang on. I think I may have music.
Why do you all suck?
My dying song.
View characters. Oh no. Life saving throws.
Dude, they have a noise for decapitation. Somebody in this game is going to need to get decapitated, so I can use that one.
You might as well make it me to live.
Roll, I think you're.
Yeah, this is basically what's playing as we're trying to save her.
Roll like a 12. Like, you gotta roll a d20. You've gotta make it above 10 to be stabilized.
Above 10 to be stabilized, huh?
17!
Okay.
So what does she stabilize at then?
I don't know.
I think it stabilizes her at like a 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're out of the games.
Like, oh lord, this is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be a long episode. That's what this is gonna be.
Hey, I'm working. Okay, so next it is Leland's turn. So Leland is dealing with the shapeshifter and the arachnid. So she goes to take. At this point, she ain't playing no more. We don't got time, because obviously our people are getting hurt. So she pulls out the bagpipes. Yep, we're gonna do it. So she pulls out her bagpipes, and everyone's at first kind of laughing, like, oh, how is that any good? What they don't realize is that, and she kind of turns around backwards and she faces her back to them, and they're going, what on earth's going on right now? And just so slightly, she leans back, so those nice little pipes are facing them. And she goes to release holy fire.
Roll for drain. Roll fire.
15. So it's actually a fair amount of damage that's done to, because it had to be of a certain number to hit both of them, because this is such a powerful weapon, because after this my bagpipes are burned up and I can only use this time once. So with my +2, actually no, I'm sorry, my +3, that makes it a 17. So basically this is approximately the noise that you will be hearing.
We don't own them. Green flame shoots out of these bagpipes
out
into an awful cloud of fire.
So basically, yeah.
Scorching the faces of anyone who goes near.
So basically, the arachnid and the shapeshifter both took some pretty serious damage. So our arachnid is down to 8 health points, and the shapeshifter is down to 9 health points. And they both are a little stunned, but they're going to try to do also a combined attack. Okay, so let's see, where did my character? Okay, so they got, I rolled an 11 for them, so basically they did about, okay, so now my character is like 10 health point. No, hang on. Dude, my bad, not that person. Sorry, I know what I'm doing at all times. So I'm at 12. Okay, I'm at 12 health points. Now, you better deal with Keith. Jeez, for crying out loud, you're dealing with one person. Even Bob's going, are you serious right now? These other two are dealing with 2 each.
I kind of want to put him under my spell to see if I can make him, like, kill himself, though.
You can try.
No, I think I'll just shoot him again. Why use words when you can just kill someone with an arrow? Okay, so she takes another step back slowly, seeing that her arrow, she's jamming with the trigger on this redwood crossbow, like and she rolls I roll a 2.
Me too.
It doesn't even get out of the lock. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, that one, if anything, just be happy and miss your toes. Yeah, if you roll a nat 1, whatever you try to do just hurts yourself. And so Keith is like taking his broadsword up, trying to smash her face in, and he rolled. You're lucky. He got a 2. Y'all a clown show happening in the back while the rest of us are fighting valiantly for our lives.
I'm fighting for the cauldron.
Yeah, she's saving lunch. At least she's being productive. I'm trying to rescue people, and you're having like a slap hat fight back over there.
We need some comedy somewhere in here, right?
Like, oh no.
Okay.
So close, so close. Go for it, honey. You can do it. Come on.
6? Seriously?
You're never gonna survive.
Okay.
Here, wait, take this dice. That's Megan's first dice.
Okay.
Is
That's
a
right.
Yes, that is you know, at this point, I'll just take the 9. And
So can I just kill the troll?
You want to kill the troll?
So that way I'm only dealing with one person, and
Yes.
he's not swinging his club at me anymore.
Yes. So you kill the troll. How did you decide to do his death blow?
I kind of jumped and just slammed my sword into the back of his neck.
Okay, so then our lizard person's next to go, and they go to 6, and then they do. We're just gonna do full numbers at this point because you're in such bad condition. So you're 4. Roll to kill.
Ooh, a 19.
Yes!
Victory is mine!
And
I get lunch!
She took the giant spork out of the cauldron, dripping with the stew, and I'm just gonna do it. She decapitated that lizard person while making sure with the spoon end, the head and blood did not go into the stew.
A true hero.
True hero. Save the day and lunch. Which apparently that picky person over there is really grateful for. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm still in like this metaphysical slap fight with Keith over here. How much longer till Keith dies?
Until you roll something decent.
Can I join the fight over there?
Yeah,
Actually, yes, you can. Please go help her, Keith, because this is not ending well.
So,
Cause
at this point, Sly has realized maybe, just maybe, probably should. What's the point of talking when you can just slap someone in the face with your crossbow? So,
Apparently, that's all you're successful at this rate.
so I'm taking this Sly takes the crossbow hilt with like both hands, runs forward, and just tries to bash him in the face with this crossbow. Come on, please let this work.
What'd you get?
I got a 6. Why do I suck so bad?
You and Keith, you know what though? I'm gonna tell you right now. Some 5-year-old in the back of the auditorium is going. You remember what's your character's name again?
Sly.
Sly and Keith sitting in a tree.
Shut up,
Kissing. And with a slap fight. You know.
I'm engaged, and she turns around with like one hand and flicks off this 5-year-old as she's actively trying to bash him to death with this crossbow.
But it's turning more into cat fight level material.
And it's not working. God damn it. She says that she's trying to beat him with her crossbow.
7.
She's getting real into it.
12. Okay, so while you went to slap him,
Did he stab me?
your pinky was cut off. You went to like slap him, and he brought his broadsword up, and you literally ended up like scraping your hand against it and like cut off like the top portion of your pinky.
Can we not do that though? Can we just like cut me in the ribs?
We can regrow your pinky later.
Can I dip my hand in the soup though?
No.
you do that, and I will make sure I cut off the rest of the pinky.
Yeah.
What is a soup if not with a little pinky flavor? Oh crap! So blood is actively pouring from her hand.
Well, here's the thing. So you have a friend now helping you out here.
You don't want me to get blood all over this nice place, and probably over the nice dinner rolls we're gonna have.
Dinner rolls are still in the kitchen.
Actually, at this point, if you guys don't hurry up, the dinner rolls are gonna burn.
Do you want the rolls to burn? She
So,
says as she's actively with her. She's taller than Keith, trying to like beat him down,
A 9.
and it's not
9.
working.
We're gonna eventually take down Keith. Because I decided to round up to whole numbers because I'm not doing all the extra minor math. So, see, she's down to 3 points. Keith goes to attack you.
Did I die?
Gosh dang it, you gotta make a life saving throw again.
This is not turning out well for me.
No!
died.
She just died.
I died trying to save your life.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be honest. Sly looks at you and is just like,
His sword is fully embedded into her.
can I run?
You can,
I bet I'm gonna roll.
but I will murder you later on.
I got a better idea.
What?
I'm gonna knock over the hot boiling soup onto him and then he'll die.
Okay, keep in mind, you guys have been fighting in the back of the auditorium, and the soup's in the front of the auditorium.
I'm gonna run and then I'm gonna knock it over.
And you're gonna hope it makes it from the front of the auditorium? to
No,
the
I'm
back?
gonna assume he's gonna follow me.
Okay. Well,
Wouldn't you think that he follows me?
He will
Master?
hobble after you, because, I mean, he does have a crossbow in the stomach, and he's down to 3 life points.
Oh.
So you have to just speed walk ahead of him, and basically you're good.
Can I have that? I didn't roll.
That's the wrong dice, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I like to hold
Well,
that.
hang on, because I've got my people to be taken care of here. Just give you guys a second, because I got a little time. So Leland is still dealing with the arachnid and the shapeshifter. She goes to attack the shapeshifter.
Oh my gosh, she rolled a 2.
And a 7, and then
Look like someone has to build a
I'm at this
new
point
carriage.
using just little daggers. I'm just throwing little daggers, and obviously my Dragonborn scaled hands are not good at accuracy. So she attacks back at me. Okay.
1.
No, I got a 7, so I'm down to 5. Oh no. I go to attack the arachnid. Ooh, I got the arachnid down to 2 life points. And the arachnid, she goes to swipe at me with one of her claws. Now I'm making a life-saving throw. I'm gonna be so mad if you're the only one that survives this mess because you got in a slap fight with Keith. No! You're dying! No! Wait, what did she roll? She rolled a 4! We're gonna call it the Deadly Force because that was the number you rolled when you died.
Oh gosh.
No! We're going to a Lazarus pit or something after this.
I'll fix this. If I survive and kill Keith,
You
if I kill Keith, I will. Well,
we'll find a Lazarus pit for you or something.
I will.
I'll tell you what. You know the
I will fix this. Trust me, I'll fix this.
Okay, because you got to kill the arachnid, the
No,
shapeshifter, and
no.
Keith.
We've got Captain Kahuna to beat the I'm not fighting those two because I will die. Why did you throw so many high-level people as us?
Because you thought we could handle it.
So Sly turns around and just speed walks. She gets to the top of the platform, turns around, drops to her knees, levels the crossbow.
Mm-hmm. I'm making fun eyes at one of the players because I just got an idea. Because I know how to fix this mess.
Meanwhile, in her dying
Can I,
breath, Ronnie goes, "No, not
Can
the
I
soup."
Can I shoot up at the thing so the fire falls from the magical cauldron on top?
No.
I don't care about women. Sly doesn't care about these people or the women and children. Let's be honest. They're kids. They'll get out of the way.
Fine.
Wait, how many hit points does he have?
Keith,
3.
3.
Okay, well, dear God, please let this hit. So she drops to a knee, shoot, and just kind of levels. She's panting real heavy because she cannot take a beating. 17.
Can she just kill all of them at once with that?
Yes.
Yes.
I will pull the DM magic, and yes.
My arrow goes collectively through 3 people.
So basically, yes. Well, no, it just, you know that arrow, and I'll just reference this because we'll all know. Our blue friend in Guardians of the Galaxy, how he does his little whistling arrow.
Yeah.
Basically, that's kind of what happens.
Yay! College of Whispers.
Now, at the same time, you did manage to kill 3 innocent people who were there.
It doesn't matter.
She doesn't.
So happy you feel like that.
So she just kind of at this point, hobbles. Blood is everywhere out of her cut pinky because that's the worst thing she got in this.
And a slap on her. She has a nice handprint on her face from one of the key slaps.
She walks over to the corpses and is there anything worth taking? Let's be honest. Is there anything that I can pocket off these people?
These are really poor people. Why?
No, I'm talking about
She's
not
looking
the.
at our corpses, honey.
Oh.
Not the people.
No,
Ours.
No, not your corpses.
Oh,
The people
the adventurers that
that
came
I
to-
just murdered.
Oh, yeah. So the drop items are, and you get to claim all since you're the only survivor. You get a nice, huge broadsword.
I don't want that.
You can keep it and sell it for later.
I'll sell it for money on Magic Bay.
Not a magic bag. You know what? Why not?
I'm gonna put Sly as she goes over and picks up this broadsword is thinking of a description for Magic Bay, such as actively killed 1 person, might be haunted, #don't know,
So, at this point,
That's just not good
the Great
advertising.
Kahunas, Margarita, and Sushi, they all got done dealing with the wizard. Took all three of them to take down a single person. Like, I don't know. Bob is still there, by the way.
Oh yeah, we forgot about Bob.
Bob is still there.
Can Bob hurt me?
No.
Then I don't care, do I?
So Bob, with that attitude, because he likes your style, decides he's going to stick with you. He's like the annoying sidekick ever, because he's like a parent who's constantly condescending, and you can't shut it. Like, if you even take your sword and try to slice through him, it doesn't work.
Can
He's
I keep him in a
unkillable.
jar?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Can
you
I
gotta
pick-
catch him, and he's kind of hard to catch.
Can I ask him to get in the jar nicely?
He ain't gonna get the jar, I'll tell you that right now.
Can I roll for charisma
You
to
can
try
roll to try to put him in a jar. You better get a 15 or up, because that's how powerful this sucker is. He's like invincible.
Well, we don't know. We don't know that. So I pick up one of these like jars. It's a relatively clean jar.
It's not like it was an urn or anything.
Yeah, it's not like it's an urn. So I pick it up, and you know how you kind of like try to catch flying insects? Sly's up there like just trying to get in the jar, get in the jar, get in the jar. She
Just the members of this
Of
church.
11.
plus 3 for charisma.
That was a 14. That's
Can he at least attempt to get in the jar?
no.
Oh my god. Get in the jar,
Hey,
please.
I don't want to hear you complain about dice rolls, considering you're the only one still alive and get the whole loot. By the way, your loot consists of a broadsword, a serpent shield, and 300 gold coins. So I don't want to hear a peep out of you.
Okay.
Now,
So
I gotta wait. No.
We end this episode with
Nope.
Sly actively
done.
trying to get.
Not done, actually.
I'm gonna do the thing to make you two alive next
Nope.
episode.
No, actually,
This is already 56 minutes.
I know. I had a better idea. I planned on this because I knew somebody was going to lose some appendage somewhere.
Can I dip my finger in the soup?
No. So. Sustained. Okay. The heavens open up.
This is inconvenient.
Our deity Paula comes down.
Shoot.
Holy robes of orange.
What does Paula look like? Not that Sly is carrying, because she's actively trying to put this blob in a jar.
So Paula, with an actual halo over the head, over her chef hat, white, curled hair, looks like to be 65 years old.
Morbidly obese.
No, a little on the plump side, but not morbidly obese. Healthy little husky.
She looks like she eats butter.
No.
Only butter.
She looks healthy and little plump, but healthy. And she comes down and she says, "Today was a grave attack on my people."
Can you help me get this blob in the jar? Sly says as she's actively trying to force her hand into the blob in the jar.
And Paula just looks and goes, "I was gonna help you with your pinky, but considering you got 3 of my members killed and I only got like a few hundred."
Please help. I think of the lives that could have. I'm gonna roll for charisma. Think about
You already rolled for charisma for this.
I can roll for charisma as much as I want.
Oh, my word.
Okay, 3 people dead compared to how many would have been slaughtered? Let's say at least 20. There are innocent women and children. As far as
Roll for convincing. Roll to convince Paula of why she should heal your pinky.
13. Plus 3, so that's 16.
So what she'll do is she won't regrow your pinky, but she'll at least like actually make it look like the pinky was cut off like years ago.
But I want my pinky back.
That's too bad. You lost a single centimeter of pinky.
So I don't have a nail?
Nope. You managed to just get the entire nail off, but I mean not more than that. It looks like it happened years ago, so it's not like a massively huge
I
difference.
know what I'm gonna spend the rest of this campaign doing.
Trying to get a pinky.
Nope.
A centimeter of a pinky.
Oh wait, my fiance's Patreon is a lot more forgiving when it comes to murder, and probably a bit more grateful, you old hag. I'm joking.
You're about to get struck down with the holy lightning.
I feel like he would probably fix my finger. Whatever. I just saved a bunch of people. Who cares about 3 dead people? You know what? Whatever. This is my thing. I'm keeping this. As she actively tries to drag the broadsword, but it's too heavy.
And so, you know what? Just because I was originally just gonna have Paulo revive your character since you protected the stew, you faithful warrior, I'm gonna make you, Faith, your character gets to decide who gets revived.
Oh my god, why is this hard? Well, Betha never came up with an actual character description, so I just want to be honest.
I at least tried to help.
Yeah, keep in mind, she actually
did
defeated her people.
Okay,
she defeated her people and then went to help you.
Okay, let's be honest here. Due to, Sly looks at Paladine, and she's like, so you're, but I'm an
away, no!
Sly looks at Paula, and she's just like, okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know anyone here. I'm just here because I'm allegedly a war criminal, so is, my family. But, you want me to decide? Can I flip a coin? I feel like I should be allowed to, flip a coin.
Sure thing. Roll your dice. Even number, I get revived. Odd number, you get revived.
Okay, I'm gonna do it with this one. This one looks like a weird triangle. It's a 6.
Okay, I'm out.
We got revenge! Worst comes to worst, I'll just make
So
you
she
play
goes
ball.
over and she's like, so it was tail, because she has a dice set, and they're milky, pinky dice from when she used to play dice as a kid. So she takes them and she throws them across the ground, and it's a 6. And she's like, oh, so 6. I guess the lizard, the
Dragonborn person.
The chameleon is getting revived. Okay, I'm gonna take this.
Claudia's in heaven eating her victory pizza.
She's in heaven. She's in food heaven eating her victory pizza. Because you worked so hard for that beef stew. They give you victory pizza beef. Yeah, you good. You made it in.
Yeah!
You better hope not to die anytime soon. Because you ain't making it in.
I've done lots of things.
Which we will continue into other episodes.
Thanks for spending time with us. Welcome to Gravely Mistaken. Stay tuned. Do 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 do.